Might be fun.
Lions and the Bears. What a way to get started as we take a trip around Week 13. Stay with us here. Franchise in the league. Would it be a change of fortunes? Last week, the Bears had a big loss. Were they vulnerable? Last week, actually 10 days ago on Thanksgiving, the Lions had a big win. Were they getting set to make that December run as they did a year ago? Such a tough question, we had to go to an extra quarter to answer it. A beautiful day at Soldier Field if you're a polar bear. Cold, windy, a little canoe on Lake Michigan, of course, and a black and blue division
The
match.
football is always the same in the NFC Central. Nico Noga drills Johnny Bailey, separates him from the ball, and here Rodney Peete trying to get out of bounds, and he takes the big hit by Ron Rivera. NFC football at its best.
Like Rodney replaced his contacts in the third quarter, he was replaced at quarterback by Bob Galliano, who hits ex-Niner Terry Greer. Then 8 yards to Richard Johnson. Galliano moves this football team. We've noticed it every time he's in. 3rd and 2, the play action, the 22-yard toss to Richard Johnson. And the Lions are thinking about an upset at Soldier Field for the second straight year. 17-14, Wayne Fonts said, yeah, good move putting in Galliano. More payoff for the Lions with a 3-point lead. Galliano the dump to Barry Sanders. And look at him work. Look at him just change directions. This play, a pickup of 30 yards, gets the Lions out of the shadow of their own goalpost. More time off the clock. Galliano runs down. Singletary doesn't really make the slide. Singletary hits him. Galliano is okay after about a minute breather. Under 3 minutes to go, the big mistake. Ron Rivera with the interception, and the Bears down 3 are looking for a win or maybe a tie. Jim Harbaugh brings it back. Here he goes out of the backfield in the conservatory with the lead pipe. It's Brad Colonel Muster for 17 yards. Then Harbaugh, you know he can run it, keeps it himself. Look at Chris Spielman. Inbounds, but kind of a shaky call. They add a late hit, and that really helped the Bears go to the wire. In overtime, the Lions stopped them deep. They kicked a short field goal. Mike Ditka wins the toss, elected to kick to the wind. And so the Lions, with the first possession, have a shot at a field goal, but no, Eddie was not Murray. No good, a 35-yarder. Then, 4 minutes to go in the OT. Harbaugh, Neil Anderson, it's done. It's a done deal. The Bears hold off the Lions in OT. There's Harbaugh throwing 39 times, uncharacteristic for the Bears. Wayne Fonts wears his emotions on his face. So does Mike Ditka, really. A very good game, but the Bears, as they've done so many times, come out on top by the count of 23-17. And Tommy, the Chicago offense.
Hoffner said he thought his Browns wouldn't lose another game all year. Right. Browns showed signs of a 2-9 team. Brian Brennan muffs the punt. It's recovered by Pat Terrell, and the Rams get it again. But John Robinson's team at 4th and 7 hasn't exactly been so great either. 3 plays later, after Brennan's muff, Cleveland Gary fumbles. The 9th time he's done that this year, and the Browns' David Grayson recovers. In the second quarter, Rams at the Browns' 2-yard line. Gary stops short of the goal line by Mike Johnson. Rams only 2 of 9 on 4th down conversions, but 4th and goal, they go for it. Jim Everett, the play-action fake, hits Pete Holohan in the end zone. Rams take a 10-3 lead on the Rams' next possession. Everett again finds Gaston Green. He sprints down the right sideline, 16 yards for the score. It's 17-3 Rams. More the same in the second half. Everett hits Henry Ellert over the middle for Ellert's 400th career reception, TJ.
Here, Henry Ellert cuts inside of Raymond Claiborne, makes a good break toward the ball. Knows how to get that head down right after he makes that catch. And Claiborne had a pull groin. We should say that here Ellert makes a catch to become the Rams' all-time leading receiver. He's an outstanding receiver for a long time.
Surpassing Tom Fears. More the same for the Rams. Everett finds Robert Del Pino for a 21-yard scoring play, and then Everett again to Buford McGee. A 9-yard scoring play, 38-17 Rams. They scored on their first 3 second-half possessions. Everett, 22 of 29 for 261 yards, 4 touchdown passes. He hadn't tossed a touchdown pass in his last 3 games. So bad that Browns owner Art Modell couldn't bear to watch as the Rams pull out the victory, 38-23. The Browns have now given up 338 points this season, their most since 1983. Would the Falcons be able to snap their 16-game road losing streak? The 6-game losing streak brought out the bagheads in Tampa. Falcons awesome on the ground, led by Mike Rozier with some tough running. Falcons gained 222 yards on 43 carries. Into the first quarter, Falcons score on the ground. A 4-yard run by the outstretched Tracy Johnson made it 7-0 Falcons. First-round pick Keith McCants made his first NFL start. It was kind of rough for him, TJ.
Offensive line of the Falcons welcoming him to the NFL. Here they blow him off the ball about 5 yards, and for Keith it would be that way all day.
Second quarter, Falcons up 7-0, but Vinny Testaverde finds the streaking Willie Drury. He's going to take off 89 yards for the score. It's a 7-all ball game. Chris Miller having his problems. First, Ricky Reynolds picks Miller off. Then Rodney Rice does the same after the deflection. Both led to Buck field goals, 13-7 at the half. Buck fans, good reason to smile. Third quarter, things got worse for Miller. He scrambles out of the end zone, tackled by the rookie McCants, fracturing his right collarbone. Miller was 4 for 13 at that point, 3 interceptions, only 66 yards. He is gone for the season, though. Jerry Glanville's Graceland Watch said it was time to run again. Mike Rozier, 9-yard run. Rozier again. This time he's going to bull his way into the end zone, put the Falcons on top 14-13. Rozier, 23 carries, 115 yards, and 1 score. It's 17-16 Falcons, less than a minute to go. Ray Perkins telling Vinny what to do, and Vinny responds, going 35 yards to Mark Carrier for the score. 23-17 Bucks. Vinny 17 of 33 for 351 yards, only 1 interception. Jerry Glanville not a happy camper as the Falcons lose their 17th on the road by a final of 23-17. The Bucks snap their 6-game losing streak and move to 5-8. Falcons have lost 5 straight.
Eagles winners of 5 in a row, and the Buffalo Bills, co-owners of the best record in the AFC at 9-2 going in, and it was a real heavyweight fight. Bills scored early, Eagles scored big in the middle rounds, but it was Buffalo that was left with a couple of punches to pull out the decision. And I'll tell you what, Ray Bentley, one of his heroes is Alice Cooper. He was no more Mr. Nice Guy. He paints his eyes that way every now and then. Not often a nice guy. Andre Muddy Waters. Clean hit on Thurman Thomas with the flip. Shane Conlon with the stick on Keith Barr Sherman on the goal line. It was that sort of game. But I'll tell you what nobody in Philadelphia was expecting. Jim Kelly to James Lofton. And look at him go. The veteran races across the field and he could go all the way. 63 yards. The Bills lead at 7-0. 100th touchdown pass in the career of Jim Kelly. With the score 10-0 still in the first. A quick slant to Andre Reed. And guess what he's going to do? He beats Waters and Wes Hopkins. He goes all the way. 56 yards. 17-0 Buffalo.
Buffalo employing the no-huddle offense here. Kelly alert to the blitz. Both outside linebackers come. Middle of the field open. Andre Reed showing that speed that nobody suspects that he has. He just beats everybody to the end zone all the time.
Then, no-huddle offense. Kelly to wide off and Lofton. He fakes Waters. Finally is run out of bounds. This set up a Thurman Thomas touchdown, and the Bills would lead at 24-0 at the end of the first quarter for Lofton. 174 yards receiving. More on that later. And for Jim Kelly, his first 300-yard day of the season passing. Defensively, while the Bills were running up a big lead, Bruce Smith made sure it stuck that way for a while.
In all likelihood, the fastest lineman off the ball in the NFL. Here he goes around Ron Heller. I don't even know if Ron Heller got a whiff of him there. Forces the bad throw. And he looks like he's offside on this play. He is not. He knocks the ball out of Randall Cunningham's grasp. It was not ruled a fumble. They did not even review it.
In the second quarter, Randall Cunningham was exactly where he wanted to be, down 24-0. On 2nd and 9, nobody open. Look at him go. He cuts back. Randall ran for 71 yards on the day, 40 on this play. Look at this is a quarterback. Give us a break. Then on 2nd and 7 from the 18.
Certainly shows he's a quarterback here. The great play fake to Tony, and then shows that nice touch that he has when he gets inside the 20. And oh, let me tell you about Keith Jackson.
They missed the kick, and it's 24-6. Late in the second quarter, 3rd and 14. The play of the year, folks. Randall Cunningham in the end zone. Bruce Smith goes in for the sack. No, he doesn't get the sack. Running against his body. Throws it 60 yards. Fred Barnett makes the catch. Are you kidding? 95-yard touchdown from Cunningham to Fred Barnett. Rich Stadium stunned as the Eagles are shooting their way back in the ball game. I'm not sure I believe it, Tom.
The great athleticism of Randall Cunningham here. I think he got a peek behind him right there. at Bruce Smith. He manages to duck out of it, keeps his poise, keeps his head and eyes upfield, and unleashes this ball off the wrong foot. It's all arm, and he throws it about 60 yards, and he could still go all the way.
There's a habit forming here. In the third quarter, on 3rd and goal, Cunningham to Keith Byers. He threw a 95-yarder, went to throw a 1-yarder, and it's a 24-23 Buffalo lead. In the fourth quarter, it's now 30-23, and here comes the sack machine. Cornelius Bennett gets to Cunningham. Then, does Randall have one play left? Down by a touchdown, 13 seconds to go. The hook and ladder. Out of bounds with 7 seconds to go. You know he can throw it all the way into the end zone. The Hail Mary, but can he throw it 80 yards? Almost far enough, but